Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. So we'll give it a few minutes, get some people on. Good morning. Good morning. I see I got 3 people on right now. Welcome. Let me know where you're from. Who's here? I got to start out by congratulating my New England Patriots, okay? What a football season this has been. Totally unexpected. Nobody expected the Patriots to, after winning only 4 games last year, to come on board and go to the Super Bowl. It's been truly remarkable. So I'm happy about that. Need to find a place to go watch the game. It's good to go hang out with other people. So I need to find out where it's going to be televised and do that. About today's live stream, I'm going to talk about drama here in the Philippines. I did a video yesterday pretty much alluding to the drama and whether or not expats are ruining the Philippines for other people like myself. So we're kind of elaborate on that a little bit, and we'll just see what happens. Good morning, Gio. Nice to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. It's I don't know if you got heavy rain over there in Valencia last night, but we sure did. I thought we were going to lose power. And speaking of power, guys, if all of a sudden I'm gone, it's because we lost power. That can happen here very quickly. So be prepared if I'm gone. That's what's going on. Oh, David Price, good sound and fuzzy edges. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's up with that. It's different, isn't it, Dave? In Chandler, Arizona. Good morning in Chandler. This green screen, I've got to work on it a little bit. I'm not sure. It might be the light. Not sure. But as long as you can see me, that's fine. We'll work on that. Yeah, I got heavy rain. We did too. It woke me up actually, Gio. I thought we were going to lose power. Usually it's easy to lose power here in the Philippines. A rainstorm will do it too. So, but we survived. Some water. Who else we got in here? Been looking at places to rent. Got a new realtor. Okay, good. Yeah, let me know how you make out with that. Sean, the other expat that I helped move in over here, is also looking for a place to stay. So I don't know how he's made out. I've sent him a bunch of places to look at. And I told him if he needs help, let me know. My realtor is my wife's realtor, the one that we bought the house from, and a couple others are looking out for him too. So, he's got a budget, I think, of $12K. So we're looking in that $12K range for him too. But yeah, good luck. Hello, whoever got on. Nice to see you on here. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been going good here. Been a busy week. We had a birthday party to go to over the weekend. My realtor got a lot of 2 and 3 bedroom houses. Yeah, they seem to be pretty much, there's a lot of those 2 and 3 bedroom homes around here. A little bit pricey. I don't know what the price range is, but usually they run 30, 35K. Good morning, Ken. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being on. Hope you're doing well. Ken, where you from? I'd like to know where everybody's from. If I got a U.S. crowd or if I got a crowd here in the Philippines. I know Gio lives right close to me. So, and David, you're in Chandler, Arizona. How's the weather out there, Dave? Is it really bad? You getting snow? It's been really cold and windy up in the Northeast where I'm from in New Hampshire. I guess they got 12 to 15 inches. Oh, Colorado. Nice. So you're getting some snow too. Just asked Mark. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, Joe. Hope all is well. It's cold and snowy. Yeah, it seems like it's cold and snowy everywhere over there right now. I hate to rub it in, but you can come here and help me clean my swimming pool if you want. It's been actually really nice. A couple of nights it got cold here, believe it or not. If you call 74 cold, that's cold for here. I was cold. I was like, told my wife, I said, I can't deal with it. Shut the AC off. You get used to it. So when it does drop, you notice it. When it goes from 85 to 74, it's a big difference here. What's been going on with the weather here the last two? Yeah, Gio just mentioned it. He's enjoying the cold weather. It's been nice. I got to tell you, I don't mind it at all. But I will tell you one thing. It's cold in my pool. I went in yesterday to clean it, and I was like, oh, my God. It was freezing cold. And, of course, I cover my pool. It has a tarp over it, not a tarp, but a cover over the top, as you know. And that keeps the sun from beating on it all day because I don't like it to be like bath water. So that keeps the pool relatively cool anyway. But when it's cold here, it really got cold. I bet you that temperature in the pool is around 70, 75. 66 degrees now, hit 72 earlier this afternoon. Oh, that's good, Dave. That's not bad. You probably welcome that. I wouldn't complain about that over there, that's for sure. I got a couple of my Facebook friends sent me a post. It was minus 18 degrees below zero over in the New Hampshire area. Gio, I leave the windows open and the screens all night. End up throwing, we have a comforter near us if we need it. I don't have screens on my windows, so I don't open them. So if it gets too cold, we put the AC on, but we generally don't sleep with the AC on. We shut it off when we go to bed. And we haven't been running it as much lately because it's been chilly, but I'm not complaining. The thing about the weather here, it can go chilly and then it can be 90 degrees and humid within 2 days. Sorry, I don't miss the snow and the cold now. No, when you're over here, that's why I'm not going back to America until May, not until the snow's gone. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about the drama here in the Philippines. I did a video yesterday on expats that are over here ruining the Philippines for the rest of us that are here, trying to keep our nose clean, trying to fit into the environment over here and the culture. And that Vitaly guy, the Russian guy that got arrested and thrown in jail for 10 months up in Manila, what a piece of work he is. He got released. He flew out to Miami, Florida. Evidently, I guess he's got citizenship over in the U.S. So he flew there, he did an interview over there, and he bragged about how he got a cell phone smuggled into the jail. And then he recorded a bunch of stuff. He says he paid 3 guards X amount of dollars to smuggle it in. So I guess the Philippine authorities are really not happy about it. And they want to extradite him back to the Philippines. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. It's almost a waste of time. But they're really fed up with expats over here just coming into this country and acting like there's no accountability. And I don't blame them. I'm glad they're cracking down. We don't need that. You know, I walk down the street in Dumaguete and I get a lot of people looking. And I always wonder if they think I'm, a bad expat. It does. It affects you. Won't the U.S. Pull his green card now? I don't know, Gio. I don't know how involved it's going to get. I'm not sure how serious the Philippine government is about extraditing him back here, or if it's even worth it. The guy's a scumball as far as I'm concerned. He's just going on and he's making himself look stupid, but there again, he's doing it for clicks and views. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it works. So that's why he does it. He's always dramatic. That's what got him in prison. Good morning, Joe. 8 degrees in Iowa. Hi, Larry. 8 degrees. Oh, that's too cold, Larry. Come on, get a plane ticket. Come see me. You can come in my pool. We can hang out, and you'll love it. It's 80. I think it's going to be 85 today. Not sure. It's kind of overcast. But good luck with that weather, Larry. Thanks for coming on, by the way. So yeah. Anyway, guys like him give us a bad reputation. Um, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. When I first came to the Philippines in 2001, there was no expats. Okay, I remember specifically back in 2001 when I arrived in Dumaguete, it was a ghost town. I was like a creature walking around. Everybody was looking at me. Who's he? Where's he from? An expat was a rare sight back in that day. So what changed? Okay, what changed was Facebook wasn't there back when I came here, and YouTube wasn't there. So social media changed everything. All of a sudden, you got people over here doing videos. Well, I'm one of them, but I'm trying to do it for good reasons. So, and then the word got out that Dumaguete is a great place to go, blah, blah, blah. There was no people that owned vehicles back then. If you did, you were rich. And now fast forward to today, and now look, we got drama everywhere. It's unbelievable what's going on. And it's my opinion, it's all social media. Social media can be good and can be bad at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. When you use it to denigrate people, it's a bad thing. But when you use it to inform people, and that's what I try to do, is to inform people about what it's like over here realistically. So, and he's gone against all of that. And then I'll talk about a couple other guys here shortly. Let me catch up on my comments. David, I was born and raised in Phoenix. I thought I wanted somewhere cooler and joined the Army. Froze my ass off in Kansas and Korea. Moved back here. Yeah, it's amazing growing up what we think we want and then where life actually does take us. When I was growing up, grew up in New Hampshire. Concord, New Hampshire is where I was born. But I lived in New Hampshire my whole life, and it was always cold. I never dreamed one day I'd live in the Philippines. I mean, it's amazing what life can do for your path. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And I like the journey. It's been a good journey. I've talked about it in previous videos, and I wouldn't change a thing. I honestly wouldn't. Kelly lives in Sarasota, Florida. Going to be, yeah, I saw that. My brother has a house in Florida up around the Panhandle, and they're talking about 9-degree weather up there in Florida. So it's crazy what's going on there. 30 degrees is very cold for Sarasota. So good luck, Kelly. Good luck. You might need it. Okay, let's see. Larry, when I was in Iowa, I used to live in Sioux City, worked at IBP. Okay. IBP, yeah, the best beef around right there, Larry. Geo, sorry. I was at Larry. IBP is the best beef. If you can get IBP beef, you've got it made. I spent 20-something years working in the supermarket as a store manager, and you're not going to get any better beef than that. Okay. Geo at Kelly, I left Palmerto to move to the Philippines. Yeah. Geo, we got to get our interview scheduled here. I'd like to get it over this week. Geo's got a good story. He's from Florida. We can cover all that when we do our interview. Kelly, I moved to Dumaguete March 30. Are you moving here at March 30? Well, good. Kelly, look me up. If you need help, let me know. I can pick you up at the airport. I can help you get settled like I've done with Sean. I don't have a problem helping you out. I don't know if you're coming here, you got a wife here that you bring in, or if you're meeting somebody. Yeah, just let me know if you need any help, Kelly. I'm more than willing to help you out. Shelly, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on. I hope you're feeling well. I know last week you weren't feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. So, good evening to you. Good morning to us. Thank you. Just walked out of the grocery store, driving home now. Well, be safe. Shelly, I've already bragged about my Patriots. I'm sorry. I had to get that out of the way. You notice I'm wearing my hat. I'm proud right now. Geo at Kelly, Joe and me got the American food spots. Yeah. Geo's he's the go-to guy if you want to know where to buy American products. And he's always sending me stuff and I'm checking it out. So yeah, you got to meet Geo, Kelly, when you get here. We can all hang out and get to know each other. It'll be a lot of fun. So. But yeah, so yeah, on Vitali. So yeah, he's currently in Miami. Who knows what's going to happen with him? You won't see him back in the Philippines because if the minute he tries to get in here, he'd be arrested. So I'm glad he's gone, but you can expect, I don't follow the guy, never have. When guys like that meet, they get national press, like what's going on with him. And then the next guy, Pro Life Traveler, he's the, when guys like this get national press, they get the attention of the president. They're paying attention and they're cracking down on everybody. So, I try not to do a lot of public videos. Most of my videos, as you know, are here at the house. And I will do a few when we go on a trip or something. But you're almost asking for trouble. You got to be too conscious of what's out there. And I don't want to do the wrong thing. And when we talk about pro-life traveler, he invaded everybody's rights as far as filming people without consent. And that's what's got him in trouble. His lawyer did a press conference the other day, and I was laughing out loud to myself. I'm like, the lawyer come out and said, well, he's still in the country due to complications. And I just laughed. That was the polite way of saying, well, he's pretty much screwed. But the lawyer's got to defend him because he wants that money. He's going to collect the money. And that's exactly what's going on with that. He's not leaving anytime soon, that's for sure. And I don't know, I had on my video last night that I posted, I had a commenter. Oh, it was actually Shelly asked about the wife and the child, feeling bad for them. I don't know what's going on with them. I haven't heard a word about his wife. And rumors out there is they're not even married. So I don't know how true that is. That they said they had a convenient relationship, and that's not even his child. I mean, say what you want about that, but I don't know if it's true or not. Okay, let's see. Geo, 90 days, no Wi-Fi. Yeah. Good luck. I've never seen anything like it, Geo. I don't know. Hopefully you get this resolved soon. It's been a while for you, I know. You can't even purchase Starlink. It's been a big drama for you, that I know. Larry at Philippines Travel, live in Cedar Rapids, been to Sioux City. Okay, Cedar Rapids is a nice place. Good morning, Sean. Nice to see you here. I was just talking about you. I was mentioning to Kelly if he's moving here in March, and if he needs any help, needs me to pick him up at the airport or whatever, I'm more than willing to help him out. And I mentioned you. So I hope you're doing well out there, Sean. I was also mentioning that you're looking for a place to live. So hope that's going well for you. Like I told everybody, I've talked to a couple of realtors. They're keeping their eyes open. And I know your price range is around 12K. And that's what I told them to keep an eye out for. I'm trying to forward anything I can to you, Sean, if that might be in your interest. So just ask Mark. Problem is there are always a few bad apples that ruin it for the vast majority of expats who behave themselves, are just trying to, and that's exactly right. And that's why I've done these videos, because we're not all bad. But I'll tell you, the sentiment out there from the Filipino people is that they don't want expats around. And especially when these cases I'm talking about hit national press. And then you get the looks. And you know what? I don't blame them at all. You just come here, mind your own business, fit into their culture. Don't be doing stupid things. If you do stupid things, you're going to get stupid results. And that's what's going on with these guys. They're doing it for clicks and money. I get it. You can still get clicks and make money without being dramatic and going over the line. I'm making a little bit of money. I'm not rich. I'm not getting rich on YouTube. but I'm just posting regular videos and it's worked out well for me. You've got to put content out there that people want to watch. It's that simple. And that's why my channel's growing. People have been watching, and I appreciate all of you. I really do. And if you do donate, you can donate through a super chat or the buy me a coffee. I prefer that because they don't take out 30%. Or, be a member. I'd like to have more members. My members, we're at 4 right now. My goal is to get to 5 by the end of the month. And we're getting close to that. So feel free to help out in any way you want. Totally not expected, but if you want to, it's fine. I'd appreciate it. Anything I make on money goes towards growing the channel. Kelly, thank you for the offer. No wife or girlfriend, just looking forward to a great place with wonderful locals. I have already found a hotel in a great location downtown. Okay, near Silliman. Awesome. My son goes to Silliman. I definitely can't wait. I want to meet up with you. That'd be awesome. What have you heard about Studio by the Sea? It looks like the perfect. I know the location. It's perfect. It is perfect. You're within walking distance, like Sean, of everything around you. As far as the hotel itself goes, I don't know anything about it. I haven't stayed there. When I used to stay in Dumaguete, I stayed at, the Bethel Guest House right on the boulevard. And that was a nice place, convenient. We could walk to anywhere we wanted to walk to. And you got public transportation everywhere, Kelly. So you're not going to have an issue there. That's a good location, good place to go. So that's awesome. We need more guys over here like you guys that are looking to be positive. There's a lot of expats. Big D, Dennis, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. There's one of my members right there. For the half a cost of a Starbucks, you can be a member. Yeah, no, thank you very much. Best money ever spent. I'm telling you, this guy is hard to stop listening to. I wish everybody believed that. Reminds me a lot of Old Dog New Tricks. Yeah, I like Paul. I've never met Paul. Someday I'll meet him. But, I don't like to invade people's privacy. If I see him, I'll go say hi to him, shake his hand. Because he was one of the first guys I watched when I was getting ready to move here because I wanted the lay of the land. And he's the first one I subscribed to and got a lot of my information from. So, yeah, he's a veteran here. He's one of the first ones. I think he's been doing it 7-8 years now. But thanks for your support, Dennis. I really appreciate you. You've been a big help to my channel, and it's been awesome. So we need more people like you around. I'm just talking about that. But yeah, more on pro-life travel. I don't know what's going on with the wife. I haven't heard a thing. Rumors are everywhere. I don't like to report on rumors. I only like to report on what I actually know. And that's why in this last video I did, it's strictly my opinion. And I get a lot of people fighting back, you don't know what you're talking, this and that. And that's fine. They're all supporters of him. And I expect that going in. I don't know how you can support guys like Battalion and pro-life travel. I really don't. And, I don't want that kind of supporter. They don't need to watch my videos. Tell me, oh, it's for clickbait. And I'm like, if that's what you believe, why did you click on it? I mean, you just broke your own rule. So, I just want to report what's going on. It's important because it's close to me. I know Vitali's not, but it's affecting expats. It really is. We get looked at it a different way, because of these guys giving us a bad name. Kelly, I love locals. Yeah. Kelly, have you been over here before? The locals are awesome. They smile. If you need anything, they're the first ones to help you. Move through life. I've sailed way around the world, and I've learned a lot about island time. Yeah, there's nothing better. I never envisioned living on an island. I never did. I was talking about it earlier when I was young. I didn't think, who would ever think you'd be living in the Philippines, retired? Not me. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do my retirement. Um, I was thinking, well, I'll retire in cold northern New Hampshire and freeze my butt off. But no, here we are. I have not been there before, but really good. How long you staying, Kelly? We can show you around. We can show you the good places to go. I just don't have a problem with that at all. And the same with Sean when he gets settled. He's going to live here. Valencia's a nice area. There's places up there, Kelly, you probably would like to go, like Forest Camp. There's a lot of places to go. If you like the ocean, down in Darwin, they have scuba diving. A friend of mine, Critter Republic, he has his own dive resort. You can do snorkeling. Apo Island's a nice little trip. Take a small boat over to Apo Island, and it's a tourist spot, and enjoy your day there. You can go out and snorkel with the turtles. One of my favorite trips over here is Sikihor. I've been there 3 different times, and I want to go back again. Sikihor is really getting a lot of attention from tourists now. It's starting to grow. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's not a big island. You can drive around the island in one day easily and not even rush. There's a lot of tourist destinations along the way in Sikihor. So that's a trip that I highly recommend you go. My thought would be to live in different locations, beach, whatever. Yeah, no, if you can do that, that's by far the best way to go. Travel the world, see everything, enjoy the Philippines. It's really one of the best places there is around over here in Asia. I've been to Japan. I've been to Thailand. I want to go to Cambodia. I want to go to Vietnam. Those are on my list just to check it out and see what it's like. But we'll see. I mean, I got a lot of things I want to do. I never stop thinking about what's next, So that's what keeps me going, I guess. Big D, Joe, what are 3 things none of us know about you? Something you've never touched on in any of. Oh boy, that's a good question. 3 things about me. Well, I can be very stubborn. That's one. Not so much now. When I moved here, I learned to not be as, my wife calls it, hard-headed. Yeah, I like to. When I get my mindset on something, I don't stop, and I pretty much don't give up. And so I guess you would call that stubborn, hard-headed. Pandora's box, yeah. That's probably one thing, but it's gotten a lot better. My patience level used to be an issue. I was not very patient. But there again, moving here there's no reason not to be patient. Okay. I don't have a schedule, and I'm telling you, it did wonders for me. Because not having a schedule it takes the patient level and it puts it at a whole new level. You don't need to be patient. You just go with the flow. I would say I would go from being impatient Joe to go with the flow Joe. That would describe me perfectly now. But I wasn't like that in America. I was not like that. I was very structured. I was very matter of fact. This is the way it's going to be. And the other thing I won't mention on my streams is I was always very political in the U.S. and I'll leave it at that. But now that I've moved here, politics doesn't affect me. I stay away from it. I still pay attention to what's going on, but who cares? I don't pay taxes in America. I don't have any ties to America at all whatsoever, other than my kids. I don't own property there. I completely divorced America, and I'm enjoying it. I get people ask me, "You miss America? You want to go back?" I said, "Hell no. I'd rather go to the insane asylum first rather than go back there." Now, I love my country. Don't get me wrong, but it's hard to live there. It's very expensive. I couldn't afford to live the lifestyle I live here over there. There's no way. So, get over here, enjoy yourself. As I always tell people, it doesn't take age to retire, it takes money. Figure out the least amount of money you're going to spend and to live. I'm sorry, to live, and then, execute a plan like we did. It doesn't cost much to live here. That sounds like a dream. No more Yeah, no, I know it's hard, Dennis. It's very hard. I was very political. I would do posts all the time, and I would get right into heated debates with people. But those days are long gone. I haven't been political for almost a year and a half anyway. No more rhetoric and a great cost of living. Yeah, sign me up. Yeah, no, it's definitely a dream. Kelly, my birthday is May 2. Would love to spend it in Palawan. Oh, that's a good choice. I do need some help figuring out. Okay, well, yeah. All right. Let me know. We can get together when you get here. We can that's why I have never been to Palawan either. And that's on my list. So we can probably help you out with that. My wife's good. She has a lot of connections over here. Travel, stuff like that. I'd love to go over there, but we're going to America. I haven't got my ticket yet, but we're flying out in May. I have to go see my kids. My oldest son flew over here and spent a couple of weeks last April. And so I need to get over there. I got a grandchild from him. So I've got and my daughter's pregnant with her second child. So I need to go spend some time, a month, maybe 2 months. We're not sure yet. What visa? I'm on my wife's visa. What do they call it? Because I'm married to my wife, I have a year. And then what happens is I haven't gotten an actual visa yet. I got looking at it, and it's like 35,000 peso. So what I'm doing is I told my wife I'd rather spend that 35,000 peso on traveling. We like to go on vacation. We like to travel places. So what happens is last June, we went to Thailand. And so I can leave the country, get my passport stamped, and then come back. And I'm good for another year. So I'm good up to this June. And then May, we're going to America. So then I will have another year under that. So that's what I elected to do now. And I told my wife, while we can still travel and go on vacations, I'd rather do that. I'd rather spend the money on a vacation. And then when it comes to the point where I'm not able to travel around, then I'll look at getting a visa. Yeah, Balikbayan. Thank you. That's the one. Yes. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I mean, I could go get one now, but no, I'd rather spend the money and go ahead and enjoy some different locations. Joe, thank you for your efforts in sharing what you know and what you have found. No, you're welcome. That's why I do my channel. That's what I'm here for. I don't have all the answers, trust me, but if I can make your life a little bit easier, then that's what we'll do. I mean, that's the whole purpose behind my channel. If you go right back to my first video, well, I was a mess way back in the beginning. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I knew what I wanted to do. And it's been growing since then. But yeah, there's but that's the way I look at the visa thing right now. I would say within probably 3 years, I'll probably get a visa, so I won't be traveling as much. I'm 62, so I'm still young enough to the point where I can get out and travel around. And, why not? I want to see as much of the world as I can. I've been lucky enough I've been everywhere. I've been to Europe. I've been, you name it, Germany, Switzerland, Finland. I've been all over the place. I'm now going to hit all of Asia if I can. Big Dennis. Okay, Joe, everything's dying to know. Marianne or Ginger? Oh, definitely Ginger. I love Ginger. That's funny. Yeah. What would you pick when the time comes? A 13A? Probably yeah, I would say a 13A. Um, I don't really know if it makes that much of a difference, but that would be probably my first choice. Um, yeah, mine's definitely Ginger Dennis. Yeah, why not? I used to love watching Gilligan's Island. Gilligan, he's quite the character. And Dennis, let me tell you, there's a lot of gingers and Marianne's over here in the Philippines. One nice benefit, if you're single and coming here to the Philippines, you got some of the most beautiful women you're ever going to find over here. And my wife's probably going to kill me now, but she knows. I mean, it's true. She knows I would never do anything, but it's true. If you're single, you're coming to the right place. The people are nice and the women are very beautiful and the country is awesome. And that's why I don't like it when these expats come over here and do what they're doing against the culture, against the will of the Filipino people. Dave, Marianne, for sure. There you go. See, so we're all on the same page there. No, big Dennis likes Ginger. You like Marianne. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other who I used to watch MASH. What else did I watch? Little House on the Prairie. All the good shows back in the day. Showing my age, but I think we're all pretty much in the same age group. At Gandor, well, thanks for being on, Gandor. I really appreciate it. I agree with what you said. Yeah, no, thanks a lot. That's just my opinion. Everybody else has a different outlook on things, but that's how I look at it. Kelly, I've sailed from Scotland to Greece, and my honeymoon sailing in the British Virgin Islands, 18. Good for you, Kelly. That's awesome. See, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Watch out for the Tampo, Joe. Oh yeah, no, and if Dennis, what Dennis is saying, if you don't know what Tampo is the silent treatment. I mean, and you're gonna go through it. I've been through it, and you know what? I get the same way now. I turn into Tampo Joe at times. And what that means that you're just going to get the silent treatment. It just means that Filipinos mad at you for whatever reason. You might have done something, and at first you're like, "What did I do?" And then when they don't talk to you, you kind of, well, all right. Eventually, it's behind you, and then you just keep going on. And I used to think that, what did I say? What did I do? And then I kind of figure it out. So get used to tempo. That's common over here. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes nothing being said is a good thing. Just ask Mark. Hey, Mark. Just ask Mark. My vote is for Marianne. She was a Midwestern. Yeah. I still watch some of those episodes. I really do. And I think back upon it. I used to not miss a show back in my day. And that was one of my favorite. As far as movies go, I don't know what your favorite movies are, guys out there, but mine was First Blood. Sylvester Stallone, that whole First Blood series, that was awesome. Joe, playing the reverse Uno card for Tampa, love it. Yeah, no, Mark, I kind of figured it out eventually, and and it works, Mark. It does work because when I've done it, it'd be the same thing. What's wrong? What's wrong? And and then you got to do it. You learn these are things you learn, but we've been married 22 years, so I know my wife inside and out, and she knows me inside and out. It's just part of the deal. But at first, if you get into a relationship and there's tempo, you may not know what the heck's going on, because I know I wasn't. Dennis, I wouldn't mind a little tempo from my wife. She prefers the yelling and throwing stuff method. No, I've never gotten into that situation with my wife. She'll just be quiet and then life goes on. The longest tempo's ever gone, I don't know, it's probably been 3-4 hours. And then it's over and done with. You move on. You learn to move on. David, better than my wife's fiery Korean anger. Yeah, well, We all have it from time to time. Hopefully she gets right over it, Dave. That's the best solution. Um, the ones that hold grudges, that's tough. Mark says either reverses it or starts cracking jokes until she cracks. It's a good idea. Yeah. I'm not much of a jokester. I don't have a lot of jokes, but I just go about doing my normal thing, whatever it might be at the time, you know. We don't generally have too much of that going on now. We're used to each other. Like I said, after 22 years, you just, you expect these things to happen. But when it first happened, you're like, what's going on? What do I do? So yeah, get ready for that. But yeah, what are your favorite movies out there, guys? Mine was First Blood, and the other one, it's right there. It's probably Godfather, the Godfather series. I've got the whole library of them, and it drives my wife nuts because I watch them from time to time. She says, "You watched them like 100 times." I say, "Yep, I'm going to continue watching them." I just love them. It's fun to sit down, relax, and watch it. I can pretty much recite the whole movie, all the movies. So, oh yeah, Outlaw, Josie Wales. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, very good movie. And Jim A. Hi, Jim. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. The Great Escape. Yeah, that's a very good movie. Yeah, I've watched that too. There's a lot of good ones out there. But Hollywood's not the same now today like it used to be. I don't know. I don't like the movies they have today. Maybe it's just me getting too old. I don't know. Dennis, hard to pick the favorite, but probably Forrest Gump. That's a good one. Went in such a low expectations, and I laughed my butt off. Yeah, that was funny as hell, actually. But the best prison, yeah, Shawshank Redemption was awesome. That's another one that's right up there. I agree with that. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the old 80s movies too, Mark. A lot of good movies in the 80s had a lot of good actors, actresses. Hard to replace them. Like I said earlier, it's not the same today. You don't have the same actors and actresses. They seem to all have agendas today. And, I just make a movie. That's all I care about. We don't want to hear your opinions on politics, things like that. It never used to be that way, but today they can't wait to get in front of the microphone. But we just want you to go out there and make a good movie. I've always been a Tom Cruise fan as far as movies go, too. He's had a lot of good ones. But can anybody name this line? It's not a tumor. Boy. I don't think I recall that one, Dennis. I don't. What is it? It'll probably Shelley. Hey, Shelley. Today's actors don't have the same. No, you're right, Shelley, and that's kind of my. Hey, how you doing, Once a Driver? Thanks for coming on. I love your channel, by the way. I've been watching you. I appreciate you coming on, supporting me. Been having a good time. Keep growing your channel. You're doing a good job. Once a Driver, go check his channel out. It's pretty good. Yeah, no, Shelley, talking about today's actors, you're right about that. They're not the same. They're all the money is stupid money out there for these guys today. They make one or two good movies and they're making hundreds of millions of dollars, and then their egos are so big you can't. It's hard to relate to them. It was never like that. Kindergarten Cop, yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah, bro, one of my favorites. Oh, winner, chicken dinner. It's another good one. Nothing like John Wayne. No, Larry, you're right about that. Yeah. And Shelley, I hear it now. It's a tumor. Good job at David. Yeah. He's right on it. David's a very smart guy. You can tell. He's very knowledgeable. Kindergarten Cop, Arnold. Yeah. Who doesn't like Arnold? That was one of the classic movies, Kindergarten Cop. But it's fun to sit down, watch the old movies from time to time. That's pretty much what I do. I don't watch any new stuff anymore. I don't go to the movie theaters. I'll never forget. I got this story for you guys, and you're gonna freak out. I did. I went. I don't know if any of you have ever been to a drive-in movie theater. Well, when I think I was 10 years old because this movie came out in 1974. Me and my best friend drove our bicycles to the drive-in movie theater, and it was kind of down in a secluded part of the town where there were no streetlights, and it was out of town. I'd say about a mile or so. And we went to watch the movie The Exorcist. Oh my God. Two 10-year-olds on their bikes. We were petrified to death. I remember pretty much I didn't know how to deal with it. Driving, we rode our bikes as fast as we could pedal them home. Scared the shit right out of both of us. 10 years old. So The Exorcist, and that's another good movie. I still watch it from time to time. But man, don't go to it. I mean, I didn't know what kind of movie that was going to be, but we went down on our bikes. We drove up to the pole with the speakers mounted on the sides, and right off the bat, we were scared. I don't know why we sat through the whole thing, but we did. And what a ride home that was. Oh, that drive home, Shell, that was scary. Once a driver, I live in Cebu. Okay, maybe I'll hook up sometime. I want to go to Cebu. I want to go to Landers over there in Cebu. I don't know if you're in Cebu City, but I need to go to Landers. It's one of my favorite stores. Yeah, Shelly, that was the scariest ride. I'll never forget it. I about had a heart attack at 10. And what a memory. I'll never forget that memory. And me and my best friend today, we still laugh about it. He's actually got a birthday coming up, January 31st. We did everything together growing up. I just asked Mark, it is just me, or does it seem like new comedy movies? No, they're not, Mark. You're right about that. I used to love the old comedy movies were great growing up. I saw Jaws in a drive-in. Oh, Dave, that's another one. Were you on a bike, David? Because that was a great movie. You want to talk about a movie where no expectations? That was one. Nobody expected that movie to make money. And it went on to be one of the most successful movies ever. But another great movie. I forgot about that one. Larry, they still have a drive-in, really? Highway 69 in Iowa. Wow. Yeah, that's nice to know. I didn't know there were any out there available. I haven't seen, I don't know of any that were in my area back in New Hampshire. There's none that I know of. Those used to be great. You go to the drive-in, you go get the bucket of popcorn, you'd sit there, grab a drink, and nothing better than a drive-in. I'm glad I grew up in the era where they had them and got to experience them. Am I in Dumageddon? No, I'm in Bekong, which is right next door to it. We're about 7 miles, not even 5 miles from Dumageddon. Big D, I swear my head was spinning watching you. Yeah, that movie. How could it not spin? Jesus, they did a good job in that movie. I still watch that movie. My wife freaks out over it, but it was one of the classics. There's so many good ones out there from back in the day. But yeah, no, that's that is a 70s story. You're right. 74 is when that movie came out. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 74. Right around there anyway. Dennis, what is everyone's first movie they remember at the drive-in? I think mine was Harper Valley PTA and Bad News Bears. Bad News Bears was a good one. Mom would take a big bag of popcorn and cola full of RC Cola. Oh, RC Cola. Well, that's a blast in the past. I don't even know if they still have it. I don't remember my first drive-in movie. I know that the only one I remember is The Exorcist, to be honest with you, because it scared the hell out of me. I had been to the drive-in several times, but nothing I can think back upon that made an impact like that movie did. Shelley, we have a drive-in still working just over the Kansas Missouri border. I think we still have one, and yeah, Jaws is iconic. You're right about that. Um, Good for you. You know, I'd love to go to another drive-in movie theater. I really would. I don't know if that day is going to come again, but if you get a chance to go, Shell, I would do it. You know, take a video, send it to me. I'll post it. Um, Ocean Driver. My mom, sister, my brother saw Star Wars. Oh yeah, Star Wars was a great movie. I forgot. There's so many good ones out there back in the day. We were limited on funds, so my brother lied about his age so we could get in. Oh, that's happened 100 times. Get the chow rate. My sister hid in the trunk, laugh out loud. Well, that is hilarious. That's a good story right there. I mean, I've done things like that too. I haven't hidden in the trunk, but I've lied about my age. I think to get into a fair, like a county fair, I think if you were 12 and younger, you got in free. And I think I was like 14 at the time. I'll never forget it. And I said, yeah, I'm 12, just turned 12. So, and they believed it, let me in. It's a good story. Shelley, unfortunately, my first drive-in was Chainsaw. Oh my God, not a good memory. Well, that Chainsaw Massacre was crazy. I did see that. Dennis, don't forget to like and yeah, thank you. Like and subscribe, appreciate it. Especially if you're a Ginger fan or all Ginger fans. Yeah, gotta love us some Ginger, right? David, drive-ins are popular here. Watching movie at the pool, really? That's awesome. That's nothing better than that. This particular drive-in that I went to when I was a kid, about a mile away, you could be up on a hill and you could watch the movies because the screens were so big. You could actually watch the movie, but you didn't get the sound. So, you know, it wasn't worth it. Ocean Drive Joe's a good. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And you are also. I like your channel. I've been checking your channel out. So appreciate your support. Really do. Shelley, I have white hair, so I buy the senior seats. Yeah, for all my whole family. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Being a senior does have its benefits, especially in the Philippines. I always get the senior treatment here, and 62 is considered a senior, so I take advantage of it. Why not? Got to have some type of benefit. And once in a while, we get frustrated. One thing I get frustrated here is parking at the mall, and I'm telling you, you gotta. It's act of God to find a parking spot, and quite often there'll be a handicap one available, and so my wife will back in, and I'm not handicapped. I said, what are you doing? She says, walk with a limp. And I'm laughing. And the guy, they don't care. They really don't care. So I got out and I started kind of limping a little bit. And they're just, hey, sir, how you doing? But that's a true story. That's happened a couple of times here. So we talk about lying about our age. Well, that's something I did. I'm not handicapped or disabled or anything. But, you know, once in a while you do things like that for a benefit. But honestly, they don't really care. And they see you're a senior citizen, they'll let you park there. But it was fun. It was funny, actually. It would have been a nice little video to put on a short or something. Dennis at Ocean Driver, he really is. I swear I could listen to this guy. No, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate you. You're one of my biggest supporters out here. I got a lot of them. Really appreciate it and love all of you guys. I never dreamed I'd be on a live stream and have this much support. Jim, our drive-in charged by car. Oh, okay. So you could put as many 10 to 12 T. Jim, you probably, if you had a truck back in the day, I'm going to tell a little story here. My parents had a pickup truck, and back in the day, like you can in the Philippines now, you could ride in the back of the pickup truck. You didn't need seat belts. You didn't need any of that. I remember my dad getting truck out, and then they'd have like 8 or 10 of us in the back. way in the back, and we'd go to, whatever we were going to, the fair or whatever event we were headed to. But unfortunately, America now, it's ridiculous, all the rules and regulations. But I will say one thing about New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the live free or die state, and they don't have a seatbelt law. Well, they do. You got to be 12. I think it's 18 and younger have to wear a seatbelt. But over 18, it's up to you. And that's the way it should be. I really believe in personal freedom. And that changed. We used to love riding in the back of the pickup truck. Now, is it safe? Well, that's up to you to decide. It's your decision. I mean, some people could say it's a stupid decision. Why are you doing that? You're putting yourself at risk. Well, it's my choice, and that's the way it should be. I mean, yeah, I may not be safe. You never know. Nothing's safe. You can get hit in a car with a seatbelt on, and that's not safe. So you don't. If it's your time, it's your time. But I believe in personal freedom. I really do. And unfortunately, it's like that here. Fortunately, it's like that here. You have a lot of personal freedom here. You really do. The government does not infringe on you as much here as they do in America. Okay. Ocean Drive, shout out to Big D. Big D, I'm the first member. I'm looking for number 5. Lots of great times ahead. Yes, thanks, Big D. Yeah, you were the first one. And I really enjoyed talking with you on my members live stream. We talked for an hour, pretty much just me and him. We had a good discussion. Shelby, I love your wife. Yeah, thank you. She's a good woman. There's a reason why we've been married for 22 years, And I had a lot of people when I started doing my videos, especially with my house video when I did the financial part of it. And people were like, oh, it's just a matter of time before she takes you for everything you own. Your house is going to be gone. You're not going to have any place to stay. She's going to take all your money. You're broke. I just laughed, and I told my wife, and she starts laughing. Number one, they were just probably jealous. Number two, I trust my wife after 22 years. She's not going to do that. You got to develop your relationship as you go. If you're married for a year or less than a year, and then you make that kind of a big purchase, and you might be at risk. You need some time to develop your relationship. And after 22 years, if I thought she was going to move over here to take the house, kick me out, and take my money, no, I wasn't insecure at all about it. A lot of times comments like that are more about insecurity from people. Maybe it's happened to them. I don't know. But insecurity brings a lot of comments like that. You got to be secure in your way of thinking. If you make a decision, be secure about that decision, okay? Don't have any doubts, second doubts. If you do, it's not going to work out. It was a big commitment buying this home over here. It was a big commitment to move almost 9,000 miles away to I shouldn't say unfamiliar territory, because I've been here so much. I am kind of familiar with it, but there's a difference between going on vacation in the Philippines and living here. Okay. It is a big adjustment. And that's why I'm here to help you guys if you need it. Because it's going to take you 6 months to get used to everything that's going on. Big D, you're so lucky to have, Filipino wife. Oh, I know. I wish I would have, we're 10 years. She's 10 years younger than me. So she's 52. Joe, Filipinos, late women used to be here. Yeah, no, you're right about that. It was never always bad in the U.S., but unfortunately, today, forget about it. I don't know. I'm very lucky. And I'll tell you, honestly, that's why I found my wife. I got disenchanted with relationships in America and Western women. It was all about money, shop, living paycheck to paycheck. That was my life. And I got sick and tired of it. And I started looking overseas. And that's how I met her. I mean, it was, my wife gets mad when I tell the story. I was really talking to her and a woman from Russia at the time. I was making, I was getting ready to make a decision on what I was going to do. I didn't know. Well, I ended up picking my wife, obviously. And I never forget the woman from Russia was so damn mad. She was pissed. And all we were doing was talking, okay? But that gave me the vibe that she was mad because she couldn't get the opportunity. I felt like she might take advantage of me. And then I felt like my wife at the time, when we were developing a relationship, she never asked me for a picture. I didn't ask her for a picture. Okay. We just chatted for, I don't know, I'd say a month or two before we actually exchanged pictures. So that's how we developed our relationship. It wasn't about what she looked like, what's he look like. It was about developing that relationship. And that is, guys, I'm not trying to give you relationship advice, but that is the best way to start out. You don't have to find the most good looking woman out there, okay? Find out what she's all about, okay? And if you do that, it's going to work out. It did for me. All right, Sean, have checked out a few places here, Joe. Found an unbelievable deal yesterday from another expat in Darwin. Good. That Darwin's a great place, Sean. I would highly recommend you go there. We'll probably make a video on it later if I take the deal. Still going to keep her. Okay. Yeah, don't let it get away. If you really feel confident about it, don't let it get away. Good places are hard to find, but good luck. Yeah, keep me informed. I can't wait for the video. Big D, I've heard that those Russian, yeah, no, you're right. I've heard the same thing. And after doing some research on it, and that's what I did, I researched a lot of the culture. What really attracted me to my wife in the Philippines was the culture here. That was the swaying point for me deciding to get hooked up with my wife. And it worked out good. Best decision I ever made. I was 36 at the time I met my wife. She was 26. So she was kind of newly out of college, and still living at home. I mean, that's how it is here. The family's the number one asset in the Philippines. It's all about family. And it used to be that way in America too. When I was growing up as a kid, it was always family. It's not like that as much anymore. But yeah, no, if anything else you guys want to know about, let me know. It's been fun. I've had a good time chatting with you guys. I'm going to continue to do my live streams on this day every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. my time. So yeah, it seems to have been working out good. I mean, I've had anywhere from 12 to 15 people on at a time. And that's good. We'll grow. We'll keep growing. And with all your support, share my videos and all that. And we'll continue to grow. But let's, let me go on to the next. I don't know if you guys heard about that Russian blogger that was in Manila. He just got arrested for doing a video on spreading HIV. Now, what the heck? What is it about Russian bloggers? Okay. I don't understand it. He's out there bragging about how he's got HIV and he's going to spread it all over Manila. Well, the authorities got a hold of that video and they arrested him. Like, what an idiot to say such a thing. I mean, you don't go out there and make that accusation and not expect you're going to get arrested. Well, he got arrested and then they went ahead and they tested him. He tested negative. But the fact that he put it out there put himself in a bad situation. So he got detained. He's actually in a cell, well, not in a cell, but he's in the same jail as pro-life traveler Sim. So I don't know what the latest is with him. But these guys out there doing these stupid videos, this is what you don't do. You do stupid things, you're going to get stupid results. Shelly, hey, Joe, I have a video idea for you. How about growing old in the Philippines and having a family take care of you on the home and putting you? Yeah, that's a good idea. There's plenty of family over here that you can get You can hire nurses. You can hire caretakers to come right to your house for very little money. I think it would cost you like 500 peso a day. Okay, and that's less than, well, that's about $8 American. So for like $8 a day, you could have a caregiver come right to your home every day. Yeah, I can, Shelly, I will go ahead and put something together on that. I'll do a little research, find out exactly what it is, what the requirements are, and what's available. That's a good idea. That'd be a good video for everybody to watch. Oh, okay, Dennis. Heard they tested him, and he was negative. Just using, yeah, no, this isn't exactly what I was talking about earlier about the clickbait thing. I just shook my head, and that's when I decided, this three big major cases in the Philippines that are getting national attention. That's why I wanted to do the video on it to let people, be aware of what the heck's going on. I know I rant and rave about expats a lot, and I don't have anything against expats. I don't. I'm one of them. I just don't want to hang out with guys like that. I appreciate all you guys on here. You're straightforward. You're not on here to do clickbait, and I've been accused of it, and it's fine. You go ahead. Don't watch my video. I don't really care for those out there accusing me of clickbait. I mean, because they did when I did the pro-life traveler one. But no, people got to be aware of what's going on. It's not all sunshine and roses for expats over here. And I'm researching right now on expat crime here in the Philippines. I'm going to be doing a video on that too. It does exist over here. So you got to come over here, keep your nose clean, and fit into society. I mean, I know I've said it. It's a broken record. I've said it 1,000 times, but I'm going to keep saying it because I want this to be a pleasant experience for every one of you guys out there. I really do. You got to hang around the right people. All right, Sean, I have met some very good expats here. Yeah, no, and that's good. That's what we want. But some of these people coming in here acting like dumb idiots. Yeah, and that's exactly why I did that video, Sean, yesterday, really ruining it for the rest of us. Yeah, that's why I'm shedding a light on that, shining a light on that. We need to stick together, all of us good guys. And soon I want to do a get together with all you guys that are in my area at my house here. We'll get together and do a little video, hanging out, have a pool party or something, to show people that there are good expats out here. Okay. And I'll have Filipinos here too. We have pool parties quite often at the house. A lot of Filipinos come here. We have a great time. We really do. And that's what you're supposed to do. This is retirement, guys. We don't need drama. We're here to relax and have a good time. Okay, Dennis, stick with the poolside chats and the occasional live stream. Your channel is doing great. You don't need any gimmicks. No, I don't want gimmicks. You're right. Stories is what people want. I've watched a lot of successful YouTubers, and the number one thing they say are, you want a successful channel, tell a good story. You don't need gimmicks. And he's exactly right. I watched the guy yesterday. He's got over 1 million followers. He's very successful. I watch a lot of these guys that are very successful on how to grow your channel, and he talks about that. He said, he said exactly the same thing you said, Dennis. You don't need gimmicks. You need great stories. And I'm not going to sit here and do a video. I'm not going to make things up just to do a video, okay? I'm going to report what I see, what I experience here. That's my purpose, okay? And so that's what you're going to get here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's plenty of things out there to talk about. But the ones out there doing it for drama and gimmicks are the ones that are desperate. But I have to say, people go to their channel, they have a lot of subscribers, so it does sell. But I'm not one of them. I'm not going to go do a stupid video on whatever drama, like this guy spreading the HIV the video there. I don't know. I didn't even hear the guy until that video surfaced. I've never watched his channel. I don't want to, but it hit national news. So, people pay attention. You know how scared people were running in Manila? They don't know. He was out there literally saying he was going to spread HIV. I mean, so they don't need that here. But anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. And really appreciate you guys being on, and I appreciate your support. I'll continue to do my poolside videos, okay? I get a couple more lined up coming up. I still got to do my dog video on shipping my dog here. I just got to get my paperwork together on how much it costs to ship a dog from the U.S. to here. I'm getting all the paperwork done up now, actually, because I want it to be detailed in case you're thinking about moving over here and bringing your pet. And I know there's people out there that are looking for that info. So, and then Shelly, yeah, I'll do one on that, the nursing home and elderly care here. That's a good idea. People will definitely want to see that video. I hope anyway. I know you guys will support it. All right. Well, unless you got anything else, guys, we can go ahead and sign off. I appreciate you guys. I really do. It's been a good time. I'm looking at, maybe I might have a video tomorrow night. It depends. I got a bunch of things going on today. We got some things to take care of at the college. So we're going to go down there to Dumagetti, do that. It's kind of overcast and rainy right now. I was going to vacuum the pool today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So yeah, I got a few things going on. Just relaxing mostly. But I really thank you guys for coming on. Really do. Appreciate y'all. Your support's been awesome. Shell, great live, and everyone have a great rest of your week. You too, Shelly. Thank you very much. Just that. Oh, Mark, thank you. I hit 5. I hit number 5. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. You've been a big supporter of mine. And I am going to work on that trivia stream. I really am. Big D, another awesome live stream friend. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dennis, Shell, Mark. Thank you again very much. Sean, thank you. Good luck. Number 5. Yeah, I got my number 5, so I'm good. I'm good for the month of January. Now for February, I'm going to set it to, let's reach 10. That'll be my February goal. I try to set goals. You got to set goals. If you don't, you have no drive, nothing to shoot for. Again, thanks very much. Thanks, Mark. Again, appreciate you and your support. It's been awesome. With that being said, guys, have a great night. Sleep well, or have a good day if you're over here with me. So have a good day, guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Go Patriots. Yes.